Now we're going to take some questions from the press.
Ron?
We've got one up here. We've got a microphone over here.
Hi, I'm Jared Bowen with WTV. I'm wondering how you feel about the somewhat controversial notion of the mix of entertainment and journalism today.
Well, you know, I've been out of the game for so long. You know, I think a little bit of entertainment and journalism, it's nice to spice things up every now and then, right? It's fun to show that little puff piece of a little kitten hanging, you know, water skiing with a squirrel on its back. That having been said, I think what this school stands for is real journalistic principles and the constant defense of the Fourth Estate. Without that, there is no democracy.
Ron?
Yes?
What?
Where
Right
are
here.
you?
Ron, what news?
Who are you?
Right,
Is that you, Dad?
right here. No, it's not your dad.
Oh,
Sorry.
you look a little bit like him.
Thank you. What are your main news sources, and what do you make of the fact that most young people say they get their news from Comedy Central?
Well, I don't know what Comedy Central is, to begin with. My main news source, of course, I still read the paper, and I get a lot of news from carrier pigeons.
Now that we've moved into the next few decades?
Well, first of all, I appreciate your fake accent. You gotta have a hook nowadays, and that's a good one. You've practiced. Look, I think what the first documentary of my life captured was that I was wrong. My attitude towards women was absolutely based on ignorance, and I've learned from my ways, and you know, women obviously are on the same level playing field as men when it comes to the newsroom. Was that a small child that snuck in here? That having been said, and this is not being chauvinistic, women are better in the kitchen than men. They just are, yes.
And Ron, I just wanted to get a little closer to you. I'm Jackie Bruno. I'm the weekend evening anchor at NECN, and my question is, will you sign my T-shirt, please?
If you'll make a $100,000 contribution to the Ron Burgundy School of Communication.
Famous like you one day and a network news anchor.
I guess maybe. I have no choice. I'm signing a T-shirt.
And how do I become a great anchor woman like you're a great anchor man?
Well, you're already hogging the stage. You're doing a really good job. There you go.
Thank you. I'm a big fan.
Maybe wear a shorter skirt.
Okay.
Ron,
what? I'm just pointing out the obvious.
Ron, Scott Malone from Reuters News.
Yes,
How good
Scott.
a job does the media do of covering dignified world leaders like Toronto Mayor Rob Ford?
What was the first part of the question? What job?
How good a job does the media today do of covering dignified world leaders like Rob Ford?
You know what? I don't think there's enough Rob Ford coverage. I barely see any stories on the guy. I feel sorry for him. Doesn't feel like he's getting enough attention. I don't know exactly what he did to get all this attention, but no, I think it's lacking.
Ron? Jay from WPRO in Providence. Should people believe everything they hear on the news?
I think they should believe 71%. 29% they should, you know, watch with a leery eye. But 71%, take it to the bank.
Ron Salt with Mix 104.1 here in Boston.
Yes.
I was wondering, you know, now that you have...
Salt?
Salt,
Yes,
yes, actually,
right.
yes, like a spice.
Salt.
I was wondering, now that you have a
Is it
school...
rock salt?
Yes, a little
Yes.
bit. It's a little rocky, not too
Or
bad.
like a salted rim?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, only on the weekends.
Yeah.
Yes. Now that you have a school of communication named after you, we at Mix 104.1 here in Boston, we would like to offer you the opportunity to host your own show anytime you would like, including this afternoon, and we would switch the format to whatever you want. We were thinking maybe Burgundy 104.1 would be a good way to kick it off. Would you be apt to do something like that? Maybe get into radio?
Well, Salt, that is a wonderful, wonderful offer. But I don't know if you realize this, radio is dead. So the answer is yes, I'll be there in a half hour. No more questions?
Hi, I have a question, actually.
Yes, oh.
My name's Andrea Shea. I work at the public radio station, WBUR here.
Okay, public radio, okay.
That's
Okay.
all.
Yeah.
I actually have a question for either Mr. Pelton or Mr. Glenn, just about how
Please.
some people are not very happy about the idea of the school poking fun at journalism with this. And so I'm just wondering how you've been responding to that. Thank you.
That's below the belt.
Now, that's a journalistic question. I'll just say this is a transcendent moment for the School of Communication.
And if anyone takes issue with me being here today, I'm happy to take them out to a nice buffet lunch at the Union Oyster House for a $22 meal and a complimentary cocktail, and we can discuss the merits of my being here.
Hi, Ron. Jim Lokay from WCVB here in Boston.
Yes, Jim.
I apologize for asking you this question. I apologize to my colleagues here. One of my colleagues, Randy Price, who's a veteran anchor in this city, it's been said several times that he bears a striking resemblance to you. And I don't know if you could see this here. I have a photo of Randy Price from 1978 when he anchored in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh, I can see it. I have 20/10 vision, so... Yes?
Your thoughts, are you and Randy Price separated at birth?
There's a striking resemblance. I'm sure Randy copied my look. Does he still look like that today?
He still has a glorious mustache.
Yep.
The hair's white.
Well, God bless him. God bless him. I think you're not seeing enough facial hair in news today. I'm sure my colleagues will concur, right? Yeah.
Ron, I have a question over
except
here.
for women, yes. Right.
This is Vanessa from the Boston Globe over here.
Yes.
Hi. I have a question. You are so educated in the world of journalism. Where did you go to school? Where did you graduate from?
Well, I graduated from Our Lady Queen of Chewbacca High School in Hagglesworth, Iowa. And I never really had much formal training, to be honest with you. I bandied around the United States in my early 20s and ended up in San Diego, and that's where I walked into the news station there with Ed Harkin and said, "Hey, do you need anyone to read the news?" He said, "We sure do," and that's how it happened.
Ron, I have a question. I'm with WZLX Radio in Boston, the Carlson and McKenzie show.
Sure.
You have 24 hours to be the dean of the School of Communication. What changes are you planning on making to the school?
Well, first of all, I didn't realize it was just 24 hours, and so I'm going to have to make some huge changes very quickly. I'm going to make some permanent changes that will last. Sorry. Every grade will be pass-fail from now on. And if you fail and bring your teacher a nice steak sandwich, you get a pass. There will be no school on Tuesdays through Friday. It'll just be an 18-hour day on Monday. And everyone will get a free computer, a Commodore PC that they can take wherever they want. Am I going to do it?
Put in a pool.
Do you guys not have a pool? Oh, well, of course. We're going to not only going to put in a pool, yes, and we're going to put in a bowling alley too, and a jacuzzi. And when you graduate, you'll get a free car. That's just the beginning.
Hi, my name's Jen. I'm a student journalist here at Emerson College. I work for WECB News Radio. And my question for you as the new dean of the School of Communication, what can you recommend our student journalists to strive as reporters out in the field once we graduate?
Well, of course you have to report the facts. Unless it's too hard to find the facts, then just make something up. You know, it really is about hygiene. Make sure you condition your hair at least 3 times a week. Use a rinse. Use a leave-in conditioner if you can. I think it's time for the gals and the men to start wearing perfumes and colognes. And don't be afraid to be stylish in front of the camera. All of those things.
Ron.